For this production of La Révolution de Carmen, we will base our interpretation in the performance practice of the 19th century. Because at the end of that century and at the beginning of the 20th century, the recording was invented. For the first time ever, we could register a live performance, we could keep it for the future, but also musicians could hear themselves back. For instance, the singer Adelina Patti was maybe the most famous opera singer ever, and she made very important recordings in 1905, 1906. We will hear them later. So tempo flexibility was much greater. And that was done in a technique called the rubato of the soloist, or the inner rubato, where the soloist can play around with the timing and go faster or slower than the orchestra, resulting in not being exactly together, but at the same time creating a much more expressive way of performing. We had there the two types of portamento, intonazione and the slow portamento going down. Also very interesting was the use of portamento, which means sliding. And that was used basically on singing and also string playing in a descending manner from a high note to an interval bigger than a fifth. For instance, ta, where you slide on the note in a fast way to reach the lower note. When the interval was smaller, something like a third or a second, they used a much slower portamento, ta, for instance. You see that every bar has a different tempo and the portamento is used constantly. And going up, there were also two types. One which was called cercar la nota, which means search the note, in which you start low, ta, you first look at the note, search it, ta, da, and then you play it or sing it. And the last one, called intonazione, which means tuning, is when you make a jump, take the note a little bit lower, and then tune it up. Ta, ta. And those were used very, very expressively. And unfortunately there, Patti's voice was too big for the recording machine.